hobby shop, and it came from bootleg. Piece of crap we bought. I had to like take all the bootleg motors out.
What up, YouTube? This is GeoStealth R1, and I'm coming to you. Well, it's been a while since I've been coming to you on the live feed, but I just wanted to give you a heads up on what initially I just purchased. As you can see, this is the TRX-4 with the lifted kit, but I wanted to do something different as opposed to having the 2.2 wheels. Rims over there with the bigger tires and the lift kit that's installed in there. What I wanted to do is in actuality go with their newer product. And the newer product, I'm going to push this away for 1 second. I'll put you in the background right here. And this is what we're going to be talking about. This is the TRAXXAS TRX-4 all-terrain track set. So as I just put this on, we're going to wait for a few people to come in, and then we'll see what's initially transpiring.
Stop.
No. We're waiting for people to get in there. So you can have a seat. Buckeye, what's going on? Everything's well, my friend. RC VHX22, what's going on? So I wanted to give you guys a heads up. I'm in actuality at Hobby Heroes. They ended up ordering this for me. I was really debating if I was going to get 2 of them, and since now I have that available, I'm going to come across and most likely get both of them. One for the TRX-4 Sport initially, and the other one was for the kit. So Fox RC Racing, what's happening? JD Pascal, what's going on? All right, I'm gonna wait 8 more seconds, and I'm gonna start off with the live unboxing. I was glad to be back. Kind of thought this was my hobby guy ended up contacting me and said, look, I got them in. So I ran here immediately to get them. So all right, so let's begin. TRAXXAS TRX-4 all-terrain track set. Part number is 8880. So let's turn around to the box in the back, flip you over. Alrighty, so let's read off a little of the features. As you can see, there is a shock in the back. In actuality, it stabilizes once you're going over the terrains. You're gonna notice a few things. There are bearings, but there are bushings on this unit as well. Let me crack this open. As you can see, this is just the back of the box. It gives you a little bit more of an in-depth feature of what you're getting in this. So let's open this up and see what's happening. Okay, the 2 things that that I've understood, the size differences between the front and the rear is just a little bit different. They tell you which should go into the front and which goes into the rear. Now, I'm gonna get this quickly out of the way. It tells me, please read before use. Primarily when they're asking you to please read before use, I in actuality did a little bit of research, and this is if you have the TRX-4. They want you to set up with lower gearing on this, so that's primarily it. Read before use, and if you're Spanish, you get to read this part, this part of it. So, French. Oh, this is French? No.
Yeah.
Instalación des por vos. Yeah, it is French. Good one. All right, let's go in. Here is the installation guide. In actuality, it'll give you everything that you need to know about installing it. Let me crack this one open for you to see this part of it. Yeah, doesn't look like too much that goes in there. You take out the nut, you take your wheel off, then you install the track in there, then you put your nut back in, and then after that, on the rear, you have to snap in. I guess this is part of the shock that needs to be snapped in, and you screw onto the back portal. So we'll see what initially transpires with that. Alrighty, now here comes the unveiling. Here we go. There's a lot of stuff in this. This is pretty interesting. I'm gonna bring this up so we can get a better view of what's initially transpiring. These are pretty beefy. I'm kind of surprised how big they are. I'm very surprised how big they are, but I'll lay this down. Let's get a little bit of a closer view on this. This would be the inside of the TRAXX. As you can see, this is where my 12 millimeter goes into. This is where I believe it snaps onto, where you have to snap it onto the portal. And then once that snaps on there, you screw it in. It does give you screws for that. If we focus in a little bit more, you're gonna notice that these are not bearings, they're bushings. So that's something interesting. I'm pretty sure the engineers of TRAXXAS had a reason to do that. But if I have the opportunity, I'm going to change that out for bearings. We'll see what initially transpires. Let's flip it around to the side view. Really, really nicely constructed track setup. I mean, you guys, if you guys have been on my channel for throughout the years, you were able to find out that my e-Revo had a set of entity tracks. But this, cost effectively, is really, really nice for the money. I believe it retails, let me see, how much does it cost? TRAXXAS has it on their website. I believe it's $229 on their website. So that's the rate. I'm not too sure what your hobby shop will charge, but that's what TRAXXAS is charging on their website as of right now. What else can I say? So then, here's another thing that I found very interesting on this. I believe it's on the side. Okay, right here, if we're looking just a little bit closer, that's a tensioner. So once, do you have the part number? The part number is 8880. So, so if you look real closely, once you take this off, you're in actuality able to give it a little bit more tension once once that whole thing is set up. So that's primarily what you need to do on setting up your RC. If this becomes a little bit looser, look at the way it just turns around. I mean, I think this is pretty awesome. I think this is definitely a good buy for me to have. Let me answer a few of the questions that are out there. RC Spider, what's going on? Jerry. There he says, thank you. Okay. I bought it for $169. Shit. Then I need to buy it from you. So if you have any more questions, like I said, this is going to be a quick video and introduction for this. I just want to see what you guys are getting in there. It does give you screws, and it looks like a 12 millimeter screw, and I believe that is to take this part off so you're able to get to your nut on that aspect. So this is the side of it. So once you take this off, you're able to screw in your nut with your TRAXXAS tool or whatever tool that you have, and then you screw that back on. So it's pretty simple. I mean, I know I had hell doing it with my Integy product, but this seems pretty awesome. So yeah, so my next video will be me coming across and doing the installation of this. So hopefully you guys were, I guess, intrigued by this. Anyway, rate, comment, subscribe. Tell my fellas up on YouTube. Later.